one more again. So if you have had problems in the past with fractions and you're a little afraid of them or a little scared, don't fret it because I'm going to make them easy. It is not that difficult, and we're going to talk about it step by step. We're not going to use big words. We're not going to use confusing things, but we are going to make sure you know everything you need to know, and we are going to make sure that you can get through Hawks without any issue. So let's go ahead. So some of the things you need to know is that numbers such as 2 over 3 are going to be read as 2/3. 2 on the top comes first, and the 3 on the bottom is thirds. They're said to be in fraction form. The 2 on the top is referred to as the numerator. The 3 on the bottom is called the denominator. Hawks will be a stickler about calling it that. I'm not. I will call the 2 on the top, the number on top, and the 3 on the bottom, the number on the bottom, because that's what it is to me. And that's how I usually write it, because I don't feel like trying to spell numerator and denominator. I'm going to call them that, but I'm not going to spell them as that, because that's a lot of writing. Just saying. A proper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator, that's the number on top, is smaller, such as 2/3, 1/5, 9 over 15. The number on top is smaller than the number on the bottom. When the numerator is bigger, the number on top is bigger. That's an improper fraction. It means it's not good. It's improper. It's not bad, it's just not good. Improper. It's not right. It's not good. Not good. Not bad. Not good. Not kosher. Not genteel, not proper. It's not proper. The rules for placing the negative signs we've talked about before. You can have it on top, you can have it out in front, you can have it on the bottom. As long as it's only one negative going on, that's how you know it's negative. If you got more than one negative going on, that'll make it positive, so you gotta be careful. Just one negative going on. If you have a proper fraction and you want to graph it, then you have to split up the space in between 0 and 1. It's important that it is a proper fraction. It's got to be a proper fraction for this to work. In between the 0 and the 1, the 0 and the 1. You split it up. Split the bottom number. Split the space in between 0 and 1 into the bottom number of equal parts. So our bottom number here was 3. So we split it up into 3 equal parts. So I got one part here, one part there, one part there. Then I go over the top number. So our top number was 2, so I went over 2 places. That's where the dot goes. The dot is where your 2 over 3 is. The dot. That's all we're looking for here is a dot. When we graph 2 over 3, all we're looking for is a dot. All this other stuff is just how we get to the dot. It's the dot that we're looking for. Just the dot, just a dot. Don't get carried away, it's just a dot. When we're talking about a mixed number, you need to understand that a mixed number is the sum of a whole number and a proper fraction. So like 2 and 1/4 is a whole 2 and then a 1/4 added to it. So it's a whole 2 and then a little bit of a 1/4. So the whole 2 is where we have to start. So you mark the intervals from 2 in that case up to the next number. In this one, we're going to start with intervals from 1 up to the next number. So you don't worry about the 0 part. We start with the 1 and we go up to the 2. And we're going to break them up into intervals of 4 because that's what our bottom number was. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our intervals. And now we've got them broken up into 4s. Then we can go over the top number, that's 3. So starting from our 1, we go over 1, 2, 3. That's our 1 3/4. Our whole 1 and then 3/4. That's how you do it. Whole 1 and then 3/4. If we were doing 2 and 1/4, I would start between the 2 and the 3. I'd break it up into 4s, 4 even parts, and I'd go over one of those 4. So that's 2 and 1/4. Somewhere over here is a 0, somewhere over here is a 1. That's 2, that's 3, oops, 2 1/4. That's the way it works. Okay, so that's graphing. You're not asked to do that very much, but I wanted you to understand how to do it if you were asked. Moving on. Changing a mixed number to an improper fraction. This you are asked to do quite a bit. So when you are asked to do it, you have to multiply the whole number, that's this one, by the number on the bottom, and then you add the number on the top. So I always start with the number on the bottom, and I multiply across. Go around in this little circle here. So 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 3 gives you 23. That becomes your whole new number on the top, and then you bring over the 5 on the bottom. Now to me, it's just as easy to do it by hand as it is to do it by calculator. But you need to know how to do it by calculator. What? Yes, you need to know how to do it by calculator. We'll get to how to do it by calculator in a few minutes. So I want to get to where the calculator gives you this, because you can't really in your calculator put in that. They don't have a place where you can put it in though. Well, they do. They do. It's up here. So you see the N over D? Above it, they have a place where you can put it in. So you press the second key, and then you press the N over D key, and you can put it in. You can put in the 4 in front, and then you have to go over, and you can put in the 3, and then you can go down and put in the 5. So I have put in my 4 3/5. But I don't want 4 3/5. I want to change it to an improper fraction. So in order for me to do that, in the one beside it, in the green, you can see it says I want to change from a proper fraction to a mixed number. See that? In the green, above where it says x10 to the n, I don't want the x10 to the n. I want the stuff in the green above it. Stuff in the green above it. That's what I want. And since it's in the green, that means I gotta press the green button to get to it. Now, I'm really trying to go from that to that, but it doesn't matter as long as it's got from one to the other, we're good. And it'll say it's 23 over 5. Look, we got 23 over 5 already. See, I think it's faster to do it by hand than it is to punch all that stuff in the calculator. But your calculator can do it. So I think it's just faster to do it by hand. But we talked about how to get it into your calculator. So if we wanted to change this to an improper fraction, 8 times 10 is 80, plus the 9 is 89 over 10. Always keep the bottom. Changing the mixed number down here to an improper fraction, 9 times 10 is 90, so that's 94 over 9. Changing an improper fraction to a mixed number. This is a whole different ballgame. This is faster to do in your calculator. Yep. So much faster to do it in your calculator. If we had 94 over 9, if I stuck that in my handy dandy calculator and pressed enter, it's going to give me this whole long decimal. I don't want a decimal. I want a fraction. I don't want that. I want a fraction. So I've got to tell it to give me a fraction. So I press the second and the fraction decimal, which is the one that says table. See the FD on top? And it's going to give me that fraction. Well, that's the 94 over 9 that I had. I didn't want that either. I want the mixed number. But I've got that mixed number key. So I'm going to hit the mixed number key that we used before, and it's going to give it to me as 10 and 4 over 9. Just like that. So you need to remember that you have that available to you. You don't have to do the whole divide the bottom, use the whole number. I mean, you can if you want. It's here for you. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying it's just as fast to do it in your calculator. Put the fraction in the calculator, press the second key, and then the FD, and then the second key, and then the ND to the mixed number. What is it, a UND? What do they call it? What that says? UND? That's what I'm calling it now. UND. And it'll give it to you. Just like that. Up here it was second, and then the ND to the UND. So when we go to do these, where it says write a fraction for the number of days remaining in June, not crossed out, write the fraction for the number of days that have been crossed out for June. The ones that haven't been crossed out are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 30 days. And for the ones that have been crossed out, that would be 23 out of 30 days. Then they want us to graph 3 over 5 on a number line. That's in between 0 and 1 because it's proper. It's a proper fraction. So I split it up into 5 different places. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I go over 1, 2, 3. That's 3 over 5. Write the remaining amount as a mixed number and an improper fraction. She bought 2 boxes of donuts to a meeting. The figure shows the remaining amount of donuts. So these 2 boxes held a total of 12 donuts each. So the mixed number would have been 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 12. That's how many donuts she has remaining. Or the improper fraction, 12 plus 5 is equal to 17 over 12 donuts. Total of 17 donuts there. You could add them up. I'd be okay with that. They want us to graph 3 1/4 on a number line. So if this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. This is 3. This is 4. I have to start at 3. Then I can split it up into 4 equal parts. And that's where my 3 1/4 is. I start at 3, from 3 to 4, because that's where my whole number is. Change 1 3/5 to an improper fraction. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8 over 5. And I'm done with that section. I'll see you in the next section.